Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Film Artsy. I'm Guy Trevor Baker, and today we're going to be breaking down What If Episode 5, which has zombie. So before we get started, who was your favorite zombie from What If Episode 5? Let me know in the comments below, and I will tell you mine by the end of this episode.
And ponder the question. What if?
So What If Episode 5 starts off with Bruce Banner getting sent by Heimdall back to Earth after their little exchange. Well, I guess not little, but basically when Thanos meets up with the Asgardians, wipes them all out, kills Loki, kills Heimdall, he ends up on Earth, but Earth is not the Earth that we find in the Infinity War movie. It is far different. It is actually an Earth that has been stricken by zombies. And of course, the first question I had was, well, how did that happen? Well, dang it, Hank Pym, it's his fault again. That guy is 2 for 2 on being quite a sucky dude if he did something stupid. Hank Pym, apparently when he went to go save his wife in the quantum realm, his wife contracted a quantum virus, a zombie virus, which is convenient plot point, but at least that made sense. I was like, okay, I could see that. And upon returning, somehow after being infected, a zombie infects the world. So there's quite an outbreak where Hank Pym and his crew were, and he actually infects the Avengers. So he's screwed the Avengers twice now. So Hank Pym is apparently one of the baddest villains in Marvel if he wasn't good. Don't piss off Hank Pym. It'll screw up your universe twice now. So Hank Pym infects the Avengers, which essentially infects the entire world, which brings us to where we find Bruce Banner. And he is in a world full of zombies. Eventually meets up with Spider-Man and the crew of surviving people, which is General Okoye, the Winter Soldier, Sharon Carter, Happy, Hope, the Wasp. There's a great little sequence where Spider-Man prepares like a zombie awareness, like how to interact with zombie video, and I love that because it's so true to Spider-Man. It's definitely something he would do in a situation like this. So obviously, like in a good storyline with zombies, they are trying to find a cure, and there's rumors that there's some kind of location where there indeed is one. They have to take a subway because reasons to get there, and they go to Grand Central Station to get the train started up, and that's where they run into a lot of old friends. But these friends are not friends any longer, they are zombies. And it's cool to just see them take on these powered zombies. Like all the Avengers that become zombies still have their powers, and so you're fighting some really difficult foes. Like Hawkeye as a zombie is pretty, he kills Happy, so rest in peace, Happy. And you have Falcon that Okoye cuts in half, which was like, that scene was like, well, that was gross. And it's just a lot of action. It's very zombie, like it feels like a zombie flick, Marvel style. So it's like Marvel superheroes and zombies. And it's a really interesting story that you probably won't ever get on the big screen. They get the train started up, and there's some people lost along the way. Sharon Carter gets killed. You see Bucky and Captain America fight, which is a very cool scene. During all of these battles on the train, Hope, the Wasp, gets cut by the zombies, basically ensuring that she will eventually turn. But of course, a cut, I guess, is less time than a bite. That's how it works. Zombie rules are always more convenient to the plot. Hope actually turns really big and giant to help them reach their final destination, which is some kind of camp base where all the zombies are outside the gates of the camp, but they're not going inside. And you're wondering, well, why is that? You find out that Vision is at this camp. They find Vision at the camp. Apparently the frequency from his mind stove keeps the zombies at base. You're like, okay, great, he's clearly the solution. Well, we start finding out that some eerie things are taking place. Although we get the humor of Scott Lang, head in a jar, which is pretty funny, I won't lie. Vision is clearly holding back some information. Now, this was probably my biggest bemoaning of the episode, was I didn't understand the tonal shift of Vision, because you find out that Vision is actually keeping Wanda here at the base and feeding her humans to keep her satisfied, hungry at baby. He can't get himself to eliminate her for good, and also doing so would probably be really difficult because she's a Scarlet Witch and is freaking powerful. What I don't understand is if Vision came to this logical point, which is not really logical, to feed humans. I mean, so much so that he actually took Black Panther, cuts off his leg, and feeds Wanda's Black Panther's leg. That's pretty darn bad. Like, Black Panther's a superhero. I mean, there's a lot of humans out there. Defeating Black Panther is pretty sick. And for him to just all of a sudden let Winter Soldier go to the back room and be like, oh, you won't find what you're looking there, Winter Soldier. And not be like, hey, don't do that because I have a lot of secrets is really strange to me. But obviously we find out that Vision is indeed feeding humans to Wanda, which is an interesting story point. I think Vision should might as well just been kind of like this twisted lover instead of like becoming good at the end here. So Wanda is starting to tear up the whole base. Vision realizes that what he's done is wrong. Tis tis, Vision, don't feed humans to Wanda, and pulls the Mind Stone out of his head and gives it to the Avengers. So instead of Thanos doing so, he kills himself, gives them the Mind Stone to take to Wakanda to send this frequency to stop all the zombies. There's some pretty cool little action sequences here where the Hulk takes on a bunch of zombies. I guess he can't become a zombie because, boy, a Hulk zombie would be a problem. And in doing so, the Avengers go and head towards Wakanda. Everything seems like it might be good, but the episode ends with actually Thanos knocking on the door of Wakanda with an almost finished Infinity Gauntlet, and Thanos is a zombie as well. So this universe is screwed, and I feel like that's what the episode's trying to communicate, but it ends so abruptly. Like, I'm like, okay, we got Vision Stone, we go to Wakanda, we're gonna set this frequency, it'll heal relatively to people that can be healed, and the zombie thing will be done. But apparently, I forgot, because Thanos was on his quest to get the Infinity Stone, and apparently sometime between Bruce Banner dropping into New York and getting to Wakanda, Thanos becomes infected as well and is still carrying out the mission of the Infinity Gauntlet series. So he's got a gauntlet as a zombie. It's still gonna snap half the universe. It's an interesting point to end on because I'm not entirely sure it landed. So that's what comes to my thoughts about this episode. It's interesting and it's fun. It's like a zombie flick Marvel style, and I enjoyed it. And most of this along the way, I know pacing has to be quick because it's a shorter episode. It's not like a whole comic series. It was pretty good, but the changes were very abrupt. Vision going to, I mean, that is freaking sick. He's taking humans and feeding them to Wanda, and then also he's like, you know what, I shouldn't be doing that. And then also at the very end, it seems like they've overcome all the adversity. Like, there's a lot of trying to like instill hope and like everything's gonna be okay. And then you find out that Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet with like 5 Infinity Stones knocking on the door of Wakanda with zombies. That's not a very happy ending. And I don't know if they're like planning to continue this or that's just the abrupt ending, but so far they have not continued any storyline. So I don't think we're gonna get more of this. And the Watchers basically insinuating it's the end of their universe as they know it. So Hank Pym, way to go, dude. I like this episode. I still feel like What If has found its stride a little bit better. I mean, episode 4 was amazing. Episode 5 was still really good. Like, I would take this episode over the Captain Carter episode and definitely over Hank Pym becoming a bad dude episode and killing the Avengers. Let me know what you thought about What If episode 4 in the comments below. My favorite zombie was definitely Wanda Zombie. I thought that was freaking dope. And I'm excited to see the next What If episode and what they do next. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It really helps us out on the channel. And as always, until next time, I will see you later.